Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you as always for your tweets. Craig Burley with us here in the studio. Don and Frank join us as well. Frank, you were messaging me earlier that you're watching the Pogmentary, the much maligned Pogmentary.
Yes, I watched 3 episodes of it, and in fact, it was very interesting in a way that makes me understand a little bit more this new generation and see how they live their lives. First, as football player, they are not the same football player that we used to be. They live in another planet. I guess they're really rich and they can afford many things we couldn't. And the chef, the chauffeur, whatever it could be, the private jets. But it's nice to see them living their own lives and analyzing what they do and how they see themselves. According to what people say to them, you know, they complete myth and legends, and I'm not only talking about Paul. And the guy is simple, and when he comes back to his home, but people around him make him a legend, make him a myth. And when I hear his agent, the regretted Mio Raiola, but also the lawyer and some the family and everything. It's completely different from what I used to see from other players, from myself and everything. But it's nice in our business in a way that as pundits, it's easier maybe seeing that to analyze when they sometimes make comments or even the performance that they find they played well, where we found they weren't. So they weren't very good. So it's interesting. I thought I would be bored, but I really invite my big friend Craig Burley to watch that.
There you are, Craig.
Well, I can tell you after that answer, we're bored.
Whatever.
It wasn't after a serious answer. I told you you had no friends in LA. You've got to, if you're in LA and you're watching the Pogmentary, you've got no friends.
No, that's not it, because I got a little bit sick, you know, so I had to stay at home for like
well,
2
watch
evenings.
Ozarks or something else, you know, what
I ate too much. I ate too saucy. I thought the only French people will eat some sauce, but it's like American love it. You know?
you've not been at Del Piero's restaurant, have you?
Yeah.
No, because Alessandro is not here. He's in Italy, so I didn't want to go if he's not there.
Yeah, but he still has a restaurant.
Yeah, but I want to see him. The food I can find anywhere in the world. The food.
Anyway, I was intrigued by your answer to the Pogmentary question, and I'm actually thinking about.
Yeah, you've got to watch it, Craig, tonight. There you go.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Tonight.
Whenever.
For Craig,
Whenever.
Tonight.
Was any of the meat at Stevie's barbecue last night not well done? Also, how exactly do you barbecue a shepherd's pie?
The answer is... Let me just adjust this. The answer is... what was the question? Some of the meat was nice and tender.
Yes, lovely.
If there was a couple of bits that were shoveled onto to Nichols' plate by his good lady.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, because he didn't eat anything
Steve doesn't
anyway.
eat at
But I
parties,
think it was being packaged together for later that evening.
I see.
Right. And the 2 burgers that were shoveled onto his plate, I can tell you, you could put them on the menu as incinerated.
They're preferred, yes.
But no, they was.
And you had a lovely time?
Oh yeah, it was marvellous.
Oh, that's nice.
And, yeah, playing with the dog.
Oh.
The puppy.
Yeah,
Come on, a Scottish guy eating, you know, for free, you know.
The big,
of course,
and the big puppy, puppy. He's a big, but lovely.
What's even like £90 at the moment? You must be around about that, isn't it?
Yeah.
100.
Fun dog. Stevie couldn't get his head around the fact I was having a summer drink.
Right, yes.
Cider, of course. Just couldn't get his head around that.
Oh, right.
Very nice. And we didn't have to drive home.
Oh, beautiful. There we are.
And it wasn't Steve.
Don, what did you do yesterday? We heard from everyone else?
For me?
Just chilling, Dan. The weather's absolutely boiling here, so just absolutely chilling in the garden's amazing.
Lovely.
Any animals, Don? Because the last time we were on, there was a few peeking in your window.
No, it's pretty quiet. All pretty quiet. I'm looking after the twins. There's a little Miller's. What is Miller now? Nearly 3 months. So it's too hot for him.
Wow.
So it's too hot.
Too hot.
It'll soon be time again, Don, I think, to go again. No.
Impossible. Impossible.
God, people might be eating, only that. Frank, you joined Strasbourg 10 years after Arsene Wenger retired as a player there. Did the club remember him? What did the French think of him whilst he was a manager in France? Was there any hint or sign of greatness from him even back then?
Oh yeah. I mean, the guy is a legend. They remember him as a player because he was a substitute. You know, when they won the championship, I think it was in 1979. But he realized he would never be a top player. But he immediately turned into managing, and he was good. And when he was in Monaco, you know, he did a great job. Then went to Japan. But everybody remember him as an Alsatian, as we say in Strasbourg, people from Alsace, and he belongs to them, and he has all the respect from the Strasbourg fan, and he's recognized as one of the best coach in the world, and he makes the city of Strasbourg very proud of that.
Don, what's the percentage chance of Arsenal finishing in the top 4?
Ooh, I think they've got a chance. I think they have got a serious chance. I'll keep it simple and I'll say 25% between them, Man U. I think Chelsea might be in a spot of bother, and Tottenham. I think they've got a right chance.
But but there's 2 places there, Don.
No, well, the top 2's done.
Yes,
yeah,
and I think there's 4 teams there chasing the Champions League spot. I think Chelsea might just get there, but I think they've got it on you. I think Arsenal have got a sniff, Dan.
Right.
I think they've got a chance.
But same chance as Manchester United?
Yeah, just. But I've got no confidence in Man United.
What about Tottenham?
But Tottenham, I think are way ahead.
So
Craig.
how can they be 25%?
Well, I mean, because we've not kicked the ball yet, and surely Man United have got to strengthen. Surely, as we sit here now, Chelsea have got to strengthen. I sit here now thinking Chelsea are in a spot of bother because they've got no defenders. But surely they can't go into the season with the squad they've got today. And surely, I mean, if Man United go into the squad they've got today, they might not even hit top 6, top 7. They'll be in a world of trouble. So surely they've got to buy.
Craig, when the transfer window is open, does the manager open up and tell you that they are in the market for a player who plays in your position, or they leave you to figure out by looking at the players your club is linked with?
Don't know, I didn't have a transfer window.
Oh, no, you didn't, did you? No.
Don't believe so.
Oh.
Anyway, I doubt that would happen.
No, a manager's not going to say.
No, a manager just tries to do business. If he thinks it's going to be better. If he's bringing a player in your position, it's either to back it up or improve it.
Right.
So you've got to figure out which one that is. But I wouldn't imagine there's too much need to discuss that. But no, I was trying to think back actually when all this transfer window malarkey came in.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't remember even around 2002, 2003 when I finished. I don't think it was there.
Don, since you're clearly the expert on how to force your way out of a club on a consistent basis, did you ever give advice to a teammate about moving away from a club to go to another club?
No, never. Never. I would never, ever. Saying that, I was on a treadmill once with Paolo Di Canio, and Man United came in for him, and he was sort of, you know, West Ham legend. What do you think? And I was going, you've got to go, Paolo. It's Man United, man. You've got to go, and he didn't. He stayed. The question before, Dan, just very quickly.
Yes.
When I was at Everton and Walter Smith was the manager, he got me in his office and he said, just to let you know, I'm signing John Collins and Olivier Dacour this week, so you can get on your phone to your agent and you can get yourself a move.
Oh wow.
And I was like, you are? And he went, yeah, I'm signing Olivier Dacour and John Collins, so you're not going to play. And I went, I'm better than them too. And he went, what? And I went, I'm better than John Collins. I'm better than Olivier Dacour. And then he put on a game, Craig and the boys will know, the week before the season starts, the manager used to, back in the day, put an 11v11 on at Goodison or wherever. And he put the reserves youngsters against the first team. And obviously I was in the resis at the time because I wasn't playing because of John Collins and Olivier Dacour. And I spent the whole game kicking John Collins and kicking Olivier Dacour. And Ollie kept coming back. John didn't want a single part of it. I think 2 or 3 games in, he ended up playing the 3 of us. And he liked the fact that I was man enough to say, now I'll fight for my position.
Go on.
There you go.
There you are, Don.
I was trying to figure how Don got on the treadmill with Paolo Di Canio.
The 2 of them.
How does that work, Don?
No, well, I was recovering from an ACL. I was on one treadmill and Paolo was on the other.
I didn't know if he went on the front part and you went in the back.
Me.
I think I'd much rather go in the front part than the back. No?
Sure.
Just in case the front guy comes steaming off.
Did the guys like going on pre-season tours because they saw it as a vacation, or did they not enjoy all the training?
Well, I can tell you in the golden oldie days of when I was just literally coming out of the apprenticeship into the professional rank, so 18 years old, but not a first team player. The pre-season trips were effectively a jolly up.
Really?
Yes.
Where's the most glamorous place that you went?
Not Aberystwyth.
Aberystwyth's a little town in Wales.
A little town in Wales, and this is how you want to know how things have changed. Chelsea went on a pre-season to Aberystwyth. We stayed in the college or university, whatever it is.
Did you stay in the dorms?
The dorms.
Wow.
We were in the dorms, and it was like the concrete walls and stuff. I mean, it was so basic. Well, and then we ran on the dunes at Aberystwyth, and the boys basically snuck out every night. The senior guys. I was only 18, so I would be like hanging on the coattails of anybody. But yeah, we went to Sweden as well. Scandinavia, I don't know how many countries, but we certainly went to Sweden 1 year just after that, and that wasn't much different. They were wholly unprofessional.
Right.
Back then.
Frank, where was the most glamorous place you went pre-season?
I didn't go to too many pre-season because I was involved with the national team, so I were in many tournaments, and I almost missed all the pre-season training at some places. But I remember the first time that I signed for Chelsea, we went in the, you say in the Cornwall?
Cornwall?
When you have the wells and everything, and I had the time for 15 days to know my teammates better, and it was great because it was a golf course and everybody was very nice. It was nice weather in England for once, so it was very nice, and I enjoyed it. But I remember a tough time when I was playing for Strasbourg because of the coach. We went to what we call the Black Forest, which is between Germany and the east of France, and he had to wake us up at 6:30 in the morning for a jogging for like half an hour, 45 minutes. Then we had a breakfast. Then at 10 o'clock we had a physical training session, and then another one at 4 p.m. Oh my God, the guy killed us. I think the first week we barely touched the ball and we ran 60 miles, I think. And I came back home in Strasbourg and I called my wife at the time could you come back to cook for me, because I was thinking only about drinking because it was too hot and I was too tired, and every year she had to stay to cook for me because we were all dead. The guy was a tough guy, but we were very good physically, I have to say, after that. So it's not a criticism, it's just a fact.
What about you, Don?
Oh, we've had them all, Dan. I've been in army barracks. Went to Catterick Army Barracks, where you've got to do press-up bleep tests, sit-up bleep tests. You've got to put all the gear, six people, three either side of a log that weighed a ton, and jog with that for a couple of miles, holding onto it to try and find out who the weakest link is, that sort of thing. But the best one we had was Howard Kendall took us, and I think it was Sheffield United, I think at the time, or Everton, but I think Sheffield. And he took us to Malaysia, which was absolutely stunning. It was beautiful. But we got to Malaysia, and the only guy that came with us was the physio. Doctor sort of was coming in about sort of 7 days' time. And the physio actually said to Howard Kendall, it's actually too hot for the boys to train. And Howard was like, what? He went, it's too hot. He went, you'll put the players in danger if they train. I recommend they do nothing for 14 days. And we were like,
oh my goodness.
So we just had the absolute time of our life, absolute jolly for 2 weeks in Malaysia.
Just quickly, the one that sort of springs back, and it just tells me a bit like the Aberystwyth thing, but it's the same time, the same era at Chelsea. It just reminds me of the anarchy at the time, and the characters, and the fun. Yeah, it wasn't the multi-billion-dollar game it is now, but I mean, we went to Torre Quebrada in Spain 1 year. Same era, as I said, with the Townsend and Vinnie Jones and all those boys. It was Ian Porterfield that was the manager, and Don Howe was the coach. Don was a great coach, but Ian had lost all the control in the dressing room. Really, it was anarchy. And one of the days he said, right, I think I've told you this. I think outside the hotel he said, right, we've decided we're doing a run, and all the players must run all the way up this road in Torre Quebrada, Spain, all the way up to this building and shops, and there'll be somebody there or whatever. You turn there and you come back. And so Townsend, I believe, and Vinnie Jones, ran halfway up, hid behind a bush, right, and then waited for one or two of the quicker ones to come back, let them get ahead, worked out when they would be finished at the bottom, jumped in a taxi, got a taxi back, stopped 200 metres from the hotel around the corner, got out the taxi, threw some water on themselves, and then ran back to the hotel. And the manager was like, great effort, great effort, great effort, great effort, lads, well done, professional. Look at them, how come you're so slow? And they've been in a taxi. I mean, it's just like, as 18-year-olds or whatever it was at the time, looking at this going, this is magnificent.
Yeah, I bet.
But you want, I mean, can you imagine teaching youngsters that kind of stuff now? I mean, it's fun.
It would be fun.
On that same trip, Peter Nicholas went to play golf one morning with the boys, and he opened his golf bag, and there was like 6 or 7 broom handles from a brush in there. And he looked, and somebody went, go and have a look at the pool.
And they threw them all in the pool.
And one of the boys had tipped all his golf clubs in the bottom of the pool.
Oh my God. Those were the days.
It was Stamford Bridge was falling down. There was no money, but it was fun.
Frank, that's it, isn't it? You're on holiday now.
I am on holidays, for 20 days, but I will be...
20 days?
Yeah, 20 days. Can I?
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, Frank.
20 days.
Thank
you
very
I thought you were on holiday, Frank, in LA.
Oh, no, because I'm in front of you. You know, when I talk to you, it's work. It's not holiday, so I have to show up.
That's not the way to look at it.
Have a lovely time, Frank. Don, you're still with us, though, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
ESPN FC then back with you tomorrow. Be sure to join us. Of course, we are with you every day throughout the summer. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.